Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. Prime Minister Andrej Plenković met today with representatives of labor unions and employers. The government said that they had spent months preparing for the meeting, which aims at strengthening social dialogue between the three sides. At the Prime Minister's initiative, such meetings will be held every 6 months.
Our meeting today focused on how to strengthen our social dialogue model and how to work together more effectively. Employers and unions have asked that the government include them earlier on in the process of drafting legislation. We know there is no alternative to social dialogue, especially when it comes to the planned reforms we trust the government will begin implementing next year. This meeting is important in order to elevate our dialogue to a higher level. It is unacceptable that laws that affect unions and employers are put into procedure and we are notified only after the fact. We are completely excluded or asked for our opinion only at the very end of the process, and it is, in most cases, dismissed entirely.
Zagreb Mayor Milan Bandić faces a conflict of interest inquiry over the hiring of a minister's brother in one of the city's companies. The State Conflict of Interest Commission has decided to move forward on one of 4 complaints against the mayor. The complaint alleges that Svetimir Marić, the brother of State Property Minister Goran Marić, was hired to a top position at the capital's tram and bus company, ZET, after the mayor publicly stated he should get the job. The 3 other complaints were dismissed.
The official in question on March 3, 2017, as he was addressing reporters, gave a statement which constituted instructing the Zagreb City Holding Company to hire Svetimir Marić, although he does not have the authority to make hiring decisions except when it comes to appointing the members of the holding's board.
Mayor Bandić says he is going to review the hiring, but he is confident the procedure was completely legitimate. Bandić has faced many allegations of conflict of interest and corruption in the past. So far, none have been proven in court. Agrokor's crisis management team has released the latest monthly report on the company's business operations. In the first 9 months of the year, all of the group's sectors, food, farming, retail, and wholesale, generated profits. The October report published on the Economy Ministry's website states that the group's restructuring will lead to further improvement. Meanwhile, the ousted owner of Agrokor, Ivica Todorić, has lashed out once again at crisis manager Ante Ramljak over how much the group is spending on consultants. In his latest blog post, Todorić rails against Agrokor's plans to spend 70 million euros on restructuring consultants. He claims that the decision was made by Ramljak and Economy Minister Martina Dalić and lacks transparency. The Ministry of Labor and the Pension System has launched a tender that aims at strengthening social entrepreneurship. That is, businesses that invest their profits into projects that improve society. Croatia is planning to tap the European Social Fund for 26 million kuna. 270 million have been set aside for the program until the end of 2020.
I was personally involved in social entrepreneurship before I became a politician, so I know how much Croatia needs these kinds of projects. For the last tender of this kind, we set aside 10.5 million kuna.
Prime Minister Theresa May said on Monday that Britain and its allies would work together to fight Russian actions that threaten the international order. Speaking at a banquet in London, May accused Russian President Vladimir Putin of, quote, seeking to weaponize information. May also reiterated the notion that Britain will remain European despite its divorce from the EU.
We remain a European nation. Our history marked by shared experience, our societies shaped by common values, our economies interdependent, and our security indivisible. As I said in my speech in Florence, the UK will remain unconditionally committed to maintaining Europe's security. And the comprehensive new economic partnership we seek will underpin our shared commitment to open economies and free societies in the face of those who seek to undermine them.
Snow season is just around the corner, which means drivers need to prepare for winter conditions. Starting tomorrow, November 15th, all vehicles on the road must be equipped with winter tires and, if needed, snow chains. Failing to comply with these measures may result in a 700 kuna fine. The measures will be in effect until April 15th. In sports, the Croatian Football Federation has confirmed that Zlatko Dalic will stay on as Croatia's coach after leading the team through their World Cup qualifying playoff against Greece. Dalic took over in early October after Ante Čačić was fired for failing to secure automatic qualification for next year's tournament. Rijeka are the final team to reach the quarterfinals of the Croatian Football Cup. The defending champions beat Gorica 3-0 in an away match. In the quarterfinals, Rijeka will play Inter in Zaprešić. The remaining quarterfinal pairs are Dinamo Istra, Osijek Hajduk, and Rudeš Lokomotiva. The European preliminary rounds of the FINA Water Polo World League 2018 kicked off today. In their opening Group B game, Croatia hammered Russia in Zadar tonight for a final score of 14-4. Marin Cilic has suffered his second defeat at the ATP World Tour Finals in London. After losing to Germany's Alexander Zverev, Cilic was bested today by American Jack Sock in 3 sets. Cilic's opponent in the final round will be Roger Federer.
Tomorrow's forecast calls for mostly dry weather and some sunny spells in the northwest, especially in Kvarner and Istria. Some sunshine is expected elsewhere on the coast, but not without clouds and the occasional shower in between. Most of the rain will be concentrated in the far south. The interior will remain mostly cloudy. Slavonia may see some occasional rain, while Gorski Kotar can count on snow mixed with rain. There will be a high northeasterly wind on the coast overnight and in the morning. Extremely high gusts are expected in the Velebit area. Winds will fall gradually during the day. Morning lows will range from -2 to +3 degrees in the interior and from 7 to 12 on the coast. The day's highs will be between 2 and 7 degrees inland, slightly cooler in the mountains, and between 10 and 15 on the Adriatic. The weather will remain cloudy but dry in continental Croatia on Thursday and Friday. Only the mountains may see some light precipitation. Winds will ease up. Morning temperatures will drop slightly, while daytime ones will warm up. Saturday will bring rain to the valleys and snow to the mountains. On the coast, it will be partly sunny from Thursday on, but the far south may still see some light rain. The current high northeasterly winds will ease up, and temperatures will get a bit warmer.
And that brings us to the end of our program. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow.